right, we have a special guest. We have two special guests this morning. One probably, both look familiar, but they probably don't have names for you, so I would like to introduce to you, first of all, our upper division librarian slash media specialist, the person behind all of the neat stuff that goes into the Cone Library, and that's Mrs. McLean, and I'm going to let you take over from there. All right, welcome.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to be here in lower division. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
And I'd like to introduce you to Jam. This is our third guide dog puppy that Mr. McLean and I are raising for Southeastern Guide Dogs. And up here you can see this is Jam with all of his litter mates. He had 7 brothers and sisters, and there's only one other one that's yellow. And of course he was the cutest one. So they saved the cutest one for Berkeley. The students in upper division raised all the money so that we could sponsor Jam to be a guide dog puppy. What happens is that I raise Jam for about a year, and so I get him in July, and then we give him back in June, and he goes to Southeastern Guide Dogs for specialized training. And if he passes all of his tests, just like you guys, if you pass all your tests, you graduate. When he passes all of his tests, then he gets to go and be the guide dog for a blind person. Now, when he's here, he's in training. And that means that there are very special rules that he has to learn how to work and be a guide dog. And so what I have is I have 4 very special 5th graders that are going to tell you what those rules are. If you could go to the next slide. This is Jam with a harness of a working guide dog. And as you can see, he's a very serious puppy. He is committed to this, and he really wants to be a guide dog. And so I've got Kellen and Melinda and Gabby and Michael, and they are going to go through the rules that we all have to follow in order to make Jam be the best guide dog puppy ever. So, do you think they need the...
Yeah, then let's give him the mic.
Okay.
All right, who's first?
What does the coat mean? The coat is like Harry Potter's cloak of invisibility. The puppy is invisible. You shouldn't call out his name or act like you see him.
What should you ask Mrs. McLean if you see the puppy out of coat and you would like to pet the puppy? Is this a good time? Because the puppy might need to go to the bathroom, or Mrs. McLean might have to go to a class. Question 3. How many times a day does the puppy eat?
He eats 3 times a day, breakfast, dinner, and a snack before bed.
How many guide dog puppies have fallen into Mrs. McLean's koi pond? All 3 of them.
This is the first one, bingo. He was kind of a klutz.
What does the name Jam stand for?
Oh.
Joseph Amberluzzi, J-A-M, Jam.
What 2 things should you do if Mrs. McLean lets you pet Jam? 3 things. Be calm, wait for him to sit, and make a fist.
And we're going to do a demonstration on Gabby's going to do a demonstration, hopefully, if he can calm down, on what to do when he's got his coat off. If you see me and I don't have to do
Those of you in the back, you need to stay down. It's okay.
Stay down.
Yeah.
If he's got his coat off and we don't have to go to a class, and you come up and it's a good time. So we're going to do it with the coat on just because it's faster. So Gabby's going to demonstrate. I'm going to get on the other side. Okay. So first thing she's going to do is to make a, if you can stand up one. First thing she's going to do is make a fist, because you don't want to have little fingers out there, because he thinks he's going to kind of bite at them. So you want to always make a fist when you go to pet the dog. And then just be really gentle. When you're talking to Jam, if you're talking, you always want to have a very low, calm voice, because you don't want to get the puppy excited. We want him to be very calm all the time. Excellent work, Gabby. Thank you so much. So as this slide shows us, the only reason we've been able to do this is because all of you helped me to make Jam a really good guide dog. And as I was waiting, I heard some of you saying, don't look at him, don't pay attention, he's invisible. So I know some of you already know these rules. If you could go to the next one. And as you can see, sometimes he's not paying attention, and I need all of you guys to help me make him the best guide dog ever. It takes all of us working together to make him the best possible puppy, guide dog puppy he can be. So thank you so much in advance for all of your help. I really appreciate it. And thank these kids for helping us do this presentation.